Welcome back. The battle for the deputy president seat has escalated into one of the most significant political contests ahead of the 2027 general election. And as the contest for the seat gains momentum, recurring political tensions and questions about the drift between President William Ruto and his deputy Ruto-Kindiki have once again emerged, painting a similar picture before he fell out with Rigathi Gachagua. Our reporter, Milia Kisienya, looks at the cast position of DP and asks whether it is a constitutional issue or simply a personality clash.
The high-profile political crisis surrounding Kenya's deputy presidency has evoked political tensions, drawing from former President Uhuru Kenyatta and his then deputy president William Ruto.
They told us that this is a personal matter.
The Uhuru-Ruto political bromance transformed from an unbreakable matching outfit partnership into a bitter public fallout before experiencing unexpected reconciliatory meetings. Former President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto started their first term in 2013, displaying immense public unity. They wore identical red and yellow ties, held hands and laughed openly at public functions. They campaigned together successfully to win a second term in 2017 under the Jubilee Party.
Well done. God bless. Thank you.
However, the bromance would later collapse. Began with tensions and rumors, the collapse came out open due to the 2018 political truce handshake with the late Raila Odinga, competing 2022 succession politics and deep government fallouts.
We will not allow the handshake brothers to hold our country ransom and to take our country hostage by causing violence, by causing mayhem and anarchy.
The reason the Constitution had required a running mate, not an appointed person, was to stop what Moi used to do. Moi would wake up, fire the vice president, and appoint a different one. And the Constitution was trying to cure that.
A similar script would later emerge. The political bromance rose from their succession from former President Uhuru Kenyatta's regime, Rigathi Gachagua taking the center stage. However, for Gachagua, he was historic. He was impeached following the approval of 11 charges leveled against him.
Nobody who should be so comfortable as to think that you're secure. You're not. Because the pattern is very clear. And you have these presidential hangers-on who sometimes harass the deputy president.
Following Gachagua's removal, President William Ruto quickly nominated then Interior Minister Ruto-Kindiki to take over. And with few months in and months away from the general election, tension seems to be boiling. Kindiki himself has dismissed claims of bad blood between him and his boss, President William Ruto. But political temperatures appears to be boiling.
Yes, Mr.
The repeated cycle has prompted debate over whether the country's constitutional design requires reforms.
Junaid Mohammed the other day was saying what? They were given a lot of money to get rid of this guy. Even one way go out and say, yeah, we were bribed to get rid of the man. Why? Not because he had done anything. Simply because the president didn't want him.
Unlike the past when vice presidents served largely at the president's pleasure and could be appointed or dismissed without elaborate constitutional processes, today's deputy president enjoys greater constitutional protection. But his position as the country's number 2 is currently being tested.
That a candidate who is very strong can take a very weak person who is not going to add very much in terms of vote. But when there is doubt, if, so who is going to add? And we see, so that's why Ruto is in that dilemma.
Many parties and politicians willing to work with President William Ruto are salivating for this position. The position is subject of intense negotiation for the 2027 election. While having a DP from the Mount Kenya region may help in ring-fencing the region, the president must also look beyond his current base and broaden his support in regions such as Western, Nyanza, and the Coast. Milia Kisenya, KTN.
The Controller of Budget now wants